Oh my gosh, Bilattice is finally out. It's only $5. This is a game I covered about a month ago. It has some very good and cursed mechanics. Blah, blah, blah. Let's just say this game goes places, but let's not do these complicated levels yet. Even though this is technically a part 2, we have this bottom branch of levels that I never played. These bottom puzzles are going to be easier, so I can still explain the game mechanics with them. So, okay, first level. The input of this game is toggling blocks on and off, and you can see that these clues all need to be satisfied. If you don't know what these are, feel free to like pause and try to figure them out, but I'm going to say right now what they are. Okay, so you see there's a number on each of these on the bottom right as well. These correspond to the area they're in. So you see this 2 has 5 area of the same color that's sharing. This 3 has 3 of the same area. So the 3, because it's the same, it's satisfied. So here, if we try to break up the top right, that's bad because the 3 suddenly sees even more spots. Instead, the answer is going to be doing this. And there we go. The 2 has size 2 and the 3 is size 3. Okay, we got a 5 now. And seems like we can just do like here. There we go. The 2s can share an area, by the way, but maybe that's not the case in this puzzle. There we go. 3s. Okay, that looks very close to me. Maybe we should try to get the 2 correct first. It could either be vertical like this or horizontal. Oh, there we go. The horizontal case basically solves it immediately. Okay, and we can pick up a gem. We have a lot of gems, kind of like a progress tracker. We can actually unlock the challenge, which will be interesting. But I'm not going to do that now. It's too early for that. Notice. Yes, this is a level where you have to consider the way the 2s behave, how they can be combined as well. Okay, next level. Prove it. So now these ones are very restricted. The ones have to look like that. There's only one way that ones can have an area size, and we can fit that in. There we go. Now we have another one. Now the 2, this 2 can't be filled in. That would be 3 area, which is way too much. Something like this. Nope. That wrong 2. Oh, what about this? There we go. Nice. Okay, we got 1s again. So we can, let's try in this. Okay, so this 2 obviously needs to extend this way because it can't be that way. 2 can be done this way. There we go. And probably the 2s combine the same area. There we go. Okay. Get another gem. So there's 2 branches. Let's get this one. Is this gonna work? Oh, looks like it does. Nice. Oh, symmetry. We got 4s now. Do the 2s share? That does not look right at all. So I kind of want the 4s to combine, but maybe that's not possible. Okay. I don't want, like, this. Maybe, like... Okay, that's interesting. So, let's just say this is on. Then this 2 cannot be on, because then it would share an area, and the 4 and the 2 don't match together. So, does this 2 share it with this 2? That looks impossible, because then what do you do with these bottom 2s? So, therefore... the 2 looks like that. This leading back to the idea that they should be squarish. Oh, there we go. I don't know. I guess that didn't line up in my head, but it clearly was the correct solution. Once again. But like this? Maybe the solution with these combined is actually the correct one now. Well then, like, what do you do with the 4s? Oh, there you go. Where are we right now? I challenge... ramifications. It seems like a normal puzzle. What? Oh yeah, 6. Whoops. Oh, also they enabled the click and dragging. I love it. So of course I have like 2 hubs that I can go into now. Like I can go into that one or this one. We have some devil horns too. Those mean harder levels. Let's get in here. What is this? Opposites. Okay, I accidentally learned this mechanic in the previous video, but this is the actual intended tutorial for it. So you can see that in many of these, it doesn't solve the level. That one solves the level, that one solves the level. So why is that? Well, the reason is because the plus and the minus need to share an area and pair up as well. So like an area with only 2 pluses doesn't work. It needs to be a plus with a minus. So once again, So clearly this does not work. So we're gonna need to do like this. So there's a type of pairing up mechanic. There we go. Hey, is that Japanese symbol for beginner? Yeah, I guess we'll spend a few minutes here. Oh, nice. We now are using regular number clues with this idea. So, okay, this one immediately needs to be like here. Then that only has that way to combine, I think. Yeah, only this way it can combine. Now the 5 works. There we go. 5 and the 4 are now closer together. The 5 can't go with the 4, so this is how it goes. No. Okay, that's a lot. A bunch of 5s, but the 5s could merge into each other. Like doesn't seem possible. Also, like, the indicators have been disabled for this level. That's something the game does quite frequently. The 2 is wrong here. I feel like I need to consider how this 2 looks. Like, this is actually very bad, because this 5 will need to do something, and then it combines with this plus, and then it can't reach a minus. So the 2 does not extend to the left. So it's either up, or it extends from the bottom. I'm imagining how this 5 will work, and then this situation with the top left is bad. Maybe it is for up? Let's try that. Okay, this plus sign problem is a huge issue. Okay, I really like this idea of starting from the 2. It feels like the best one so far. Kind of interesting, but this 5 is not enough. Oh, come on! Why do puzzle games do this? I don't consider myself stumped at all about this puzzle. There, I was... It's satisfyingly symmetric. Like, I think the thing I didn't realize, at least not immediately, was I could combine this with this. And then once that happened, like, everything fell into place. How about you have an indicator the level is supposed to be a difficult one when you're inside the level? Okay, now it's been turned into a 3. And honestly, if it's been turned into a 3, then it's easy. Okay. Because I already tried that as a failed attempt in my previous... Oh, freaking arrows. Okay. See, I know what arrows are, but you might not. And I'm just thinking if this is a good introduction to like, if you want to figure out arrows by this. So now we have a try solution button, because this is meant to be a gate, where you already know the arrow mechanic. So clearly the numbers are way too large for the purposes that you're used to, so the arrows need to be messing with it somehow. So that is the correct solution. You can choose to pause and wonder what this mechanic is. Let's just go to the next level. The real rule. You're not supposed to have a plus and 2 minuses, and even weirder, that the minuses are correct, but the pluses are considered not. Huh. Like, was that always the thing? What, like... Negative signs just are fine with multiple negative signs? Okay, so, the plus wants to see 1 negative sign. Maybe only the plus has the restriction of needing to see... Well, maybe it could be the reverse as well, I'm not sure. Okay, now we have multiple positives. Okay, so it seems like... Well, hold on. The plus... These symbols do not have an issue with seeing another copy of itself. It only has an issue with seeing multiple copies of the other symbol. So the pluses don't want to see more than 1 negative sign, but seeing other positive signs is okay. At this point, I should explain the arrow, probably. The arrow is basically a one-way door to another area. So for example here, all of these symbols on the left also go and see this area to the right, but the right does not have any access to the left side, and the arrow can also go between different colors. Also, in a situation like this, the arrow blocks the way. Like, this minus sign does not see the other plus sign because it hits the arrow and then can't go further. Anyway, how do we approach this level? Maybe we can separate just the top 2? There we go. Okay, now we got a bunch of more pluses. Oh, we can just... Okay, whoops. I just saw this plus-minus pair, and... Yeah, it just works out. Okay. The real... Oh my gosh, we're combining with numbers now? I mean, the 1 has to look like that, right? So... That should be fine. All that should be okay. And now only 1 symbol is wrong. There we go. Okay, now this plus... So we almost like need to reverse it, so this minus is like, it's going backwards. to where the arrow is, which is sort of unintuitive. Like this is going here, through there, and then seeing the plus. While the plus cannot see two negatives. Oh my gosh, unknowns. Alright, you gotta have a good grasp of how these work then. Can't brute force this one. Oh, there are question marks, so when you press try solution, it does show you, which is a nice feature. Okay, so how is this gonna work? I'm going to make this sort of shape, but that might not be accurate. Definitely using the plus as a blocker, though. Or not the plus, the arrows are a blocker to seeing too much. I had a good feeling I got the right side correct, but... Well, actually, the two arrows will block each other's viewing spots, so... It feels like I'm close, but... I'm still seeing a little bit too many duplicates. So... This path with the plus going into here, that's actually also kind of good. The only symbol that's wrong is this one. Yes! Okay, there we go. This is a common, like, trick here, by the way, where these two arrows, the path just never intersects. Like, the plus goes here, into the arrow, and never goes to the right, because that's just how the arrows work. They block the passage, even across the arrow. Yeah, very nice. I think, like, noticing, like, certain pairs was also a very nice idea. Anyway, next level. Oh, we're almost... Oh my gosh! I don't know what diagonal arrows do. Although, I might just do them, because diagonals might be intuitive, right? Like, if I do this... find a good block. So, this does work the way I would think a diagonal arrow would work, where it goes across here and sees the plus sign, but the plus sign doesn't go and see the minus. Maybe this will be the most difficult to deal with, because it will immediately need to pair up with a minus sign. Oh, so we should use, like, the fact that the arrows can block off this stuff. Like, look at that. Only this minus is not satisfied because it sees too many pluses, but at least the pluses don't see multiple minus signs. Oh, that's really good looking. Yes! Okay, very nice. One thing that's cool about this puzzle is that this area, like, there's two different areas that are getting to it in different ways. Like, this area gets through with this arrow, and then this area gets through using this arrow. That's pretty cool. Anyway, of course there's another one. Only one arrow this time, though, and I'm very suspicious of that. It feels like one of them is going to be paired off, and the other ones are all going to be, like, in the same situation. Very sus, this. Nope. I'll switch down here, but... Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh, this is an amazing situation. Where the plus comes in from one way and makes it work, and then the rest of the minuses come the other way and also it works. Wow. And now we have a movable plus, of course. So I should be looking for, like, various pairs, probably. Sure are a lot of minus signs. Okay, so this is actually paired up the bottom left exceedingly well. It's just now, what do we do with this part? Even though they look satisfyingly paired up right now, maybe that's not the right idea. I mean, maybe both of them are going into the arrow again, and then going into a pair. I couldn't rule that out. Oh, there we go. Imagine the plus sign is not actually that useful. Yeah, so... I mean, it's very similar to the previous level in that a plus and a minus are going into the arrow from different directions. Oh, come on! I don't even know what double arrows are. I don't think I can do this without knowing. I mean, of course I have, like, thoughts that it skips a space, but I can't confirm that, and it's not worth doing the puzzle without knowing for sure. Okay. Maybe we should take a break from this mechanic. It's been quite a lot. So in this section... we got really close to... Well, I guess I should introduce the eyes first, right? To be honest, the things over here are quite cursed. Like, I want to get here, but there's also this world and this world. What is this? Like, I don't know, but I have to introduce eyes. So, we have regular numbers, of course. Okay, so I'm just going to solve this puzzle, and then you can analyze why the solution works. Okay, so the numbers are working as you would expect. It is these symbols up here that you would want to know why they're working as they are. And notably, if you invert all of the spaces, it does not count as a solve. So, at this point, it should be kind of clear what these mean. I'm just going to say it now. they count the number of squares that are on. So this one sees one on square, and this eye sees one square that's on, and this 3 sees 3 squares that are on. All right, so one square's on in the bottom row, and wherever these are on, this 2 probably does not really want to touch it. Do something like that. Okay, but we don't want that to be too high. The 1 would be too high in this case. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go into this area now with the polygonal shape. All right, so that's very tempting right now. That's probably not even true. Yeah, the 3s are wrong. But it does feel like, why does this look so, it feels like that's the way it goes, right? Where the 3 just feels like it naturally goes between these, but maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's like here. There we go. Tangent. All right, now there's a 6 in the middle. That's ridiculous. But then if we do this and the top isn't enough, so is it really like this? That looks very okay. Just invert all the squares then. Yeah, there we go. We got the 6 correct, and the 3 sees 3 on spaces. Okay, let's go. Click the edge. Oh my gosh, there's a lot here still. Something new. Alright, so we got zeros? Okay, that is highly suspicious. That wasn't even part of the square shape? Okay, hold, that's... Yeah, okay, let's like check out the next puzzle. Yep. So, I'm also noticing that the board is not a square. Okay, it looks like it's on even if it's not a square necessarily. Okay. I feel like I know it now. 9, I mean, come on. 4, 2, like, when can I say what the mechanic is now? Okay. We got a 5. Okay, so it's time to say what the mechanic is. It's that it needs to be in a rectangle. So that works, this works, this works, this works, but this does not work, this does not work. And that also, that gives you some information, because like the 5 can't be in a rectangle, at least not on this grid. Yeah. The only way for the 5 to be a rectangle would be if the grid was larger, but that gives you information about the 5 couldn't be in the same region with a square. Okay, it's weird to call it a square because the mechanic is about rectangularity, but okay. So the 6 could fit in here, and the 3... Okay, how does the 3's edges not screw with this is the important bit, so... I mean, maybe the 6 doesn't touch, but that would be also strange? I really don't know right now. Oh, there we go. Okay. I really enjoy this mechanic right so far. I'm just going to do this level. 5 looks similar. But of course, the 5 could never get in the same square as one of those. Oh, here, there we go. Okay. The plot thickens. Don't you just love when clearing a dialogue box solves the level? What's the level name called? I mean, section name called 6 Sides. Is that some sus stuff to be worried about? Okay, now we have the... Okay, so I have my idea of what this is. Okay. 5... Okay, so can I say it now? I'm just going to. So, I think this means it's the opposite of square. It counts as correct once the region it is in is not a square. So perhaps there's like more intuitive symbols for this, but I get that the point is that it's kind of misleading that it's a hexagon. So, there we go. Okay, now we have 2 squares like this, and... What? Wait, what the hell? Is my idea incorrect? Like, how... This is not a square, this entire region. I mean, I get that it kind of looks like it could be if you, like, moved this region somehow, but... Huh. And it's even got weird behavior about edges, too. Like, it's correct here, not correct here, but when I fill in this, then these all become correct? And then 4 is... Like, this is incorrect, too, so... I'm starting to wonder if the 6 sides thing is not actually a mislead. I don't know what the best visual intuition for, like, what is the best intuition to think of a shape that satisfies the hexagons? Like, L shapes, maybe, because those are, like, basically rectangles, but with a piece taken off. That's a lot of check marks. Here's the kinds of shapes that I'm thinking represent, like, a broken rectangle. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Next, now we have numbers. So, of course, odd numbers, like, they should like hexagons. Yeah, and I was thinking also that all the areas need to, like, touch at the center, because if you don't have that property, then you have issues with trying to cohere and make larger areas, because another thing with these hexagons that you can't have an area of 1 or 2, because that is not going to satisfy it. So there's like a no small area rule effectively also going on. Oh my gosh, all hexagons. Just hope I have the intuition for this ready. So imagine they're all big areas, because they have to be 3 or more. But also imagine that all the areas are, in the solution, are cut off rectangles. Specifically cut off by their corner, too. Because cutting off, like, by their edge probably makes 7 sides. Oh, there we go. So, like, before I was thinking, like, over here or maybe here, but that didn't work out. Had to be here. Starting to get a bit more intuition. Oh my... Alright, so now there is 1 square. What the hell? Does it look like this? No, because you can't get 3 area size with these hexagons. I was thinking something like this, but... Wait. Oh no, shoot, I can't invert them all. Really trying to think of some good inversion solution as well. But this inversion solution does not fix the bottom 2. Unfortunately, this time it is this area that actually counts as a rectangle. Because there's only a single one, this effectively corresponds to an area size of 1. I don't even know where it goes. Like, it doesn't even fit here very well, in my opinion. Is it on the edge, as weird as that might seem? There's no way to fit it. It's on this edge. Okay, no. This does all the hexagons correctly, I believe, but just not the eyes. Hey, this is very suspicious. And I also will need to do this, and even inverting it all is not that great. This too is wrong, but it's actually very close. I've tried so many things involving this kind of shape, like making like these. All I want is, like, this would take care of the ones immediately. Oh my gosh, it was that simple. Ugh! I thought there was some complicated thing in the middle, but there's only 3 regions involved. My gosh. This took a very long time for me to stumble upon. Okay, next. Okay, 3? I mean, come on. This is the failed solution that I had. Why? Why is that so much easier? Okay. Well, apparently that's the end of that route. I'll do these levels. This one, Jigsaw. Okay, I want to square these off. We make these rectangles, and then we will need to fix this part. There we go. Oh my gosh! Okay, well, they all have to be rectangular. Including the unrelated areas. Alright. Wacky sequence. Blue subtext indicator showing the group size. Alright, big shapes. Not completely sure, like... It's not gonna look like that. It's gonna have to be, like, here, or here, or here. So you see they re-enabled the number at the bottom of each as an area counter? So we can expect, like, it's gonna be very rectangular, of course, but what do you do with this side? Or maybe you can, like, I feel like we really have to mold this around the 4. Maybe, like, here? Yes! Okay. This is a very nice twist on, the previous puzzles. Like, it feels very different. Okay, so 3, it needs to be in a line like that. But then this 3 is screwed, so... Is it vertical lines? Oh, jeez. Okay, beautiful. Possible these are also vertical line 4s, but... Yes? Okay, cool. And now we have to deal with hexagons. The 6 is the 6 part of the hex? Yeah, it has to be, because there's no way the 6 does not touch a hexagon. So it's to look like that, I think. Or like here. 7 as well. So strange. Can't have like a squarish thing in the middle. Oh wow, every single area number is correct here, and it's just, this is not correct though. This side is wrong, so we need to regroup. There we go. Okay, very nice. And we've changed it, so that's a 5. That's the only difference. So does the 3 look like that maybe? And then the 6, we screwed this one up. Oh, come on, that's... And then we have that, which this 6 is a rectangle, which means this doesn't work. Also got this, but then this region is the messed up one, because that does not match a broken rectangle. See, that's cool. You just need to fix this then. Oh, there you go. Okay, now the difference is it's a 4, 3, 3. Well, it's very different then. Although we know that the 4 and the 3... I don't know how that situation exactly works. Not like that, but... So 3 needs to turn a corner. So let's, like, is that valid? No, this can't get out. Feels to me like there's a bunch of action regarding the 4 and the 3, so that's what I'm trying. There's gonna be a problem trying to get this 3 in play. Okay, the 4 and the 3 in this situation are not very similar. Then we need to block this off. The main thing I'm struggling with is, like, the 4 and the 3, they obviously create a lot of distinct areas, and yet the 3 needs to block it off in, like, this weird curved way. Okay. Things at the top are fine, but this bottom region is not fine. Yes, it is fine. There we go. Let's get that. Arrow shapes ahead. Honestly, not looking forward to that, but is this gonna happen? There we go. That wasn't a difficult puzzle, but... yeah, thinking about arrows involving this mechanic is gonna be so weird. Like, this has to go through it. But not like that, I think. So this is gonna be a straight line, a rectangle. Okay, there we go. So this is seeing a combined shape that looks like that, which is a broken rectangle. Alright, so we got this now. So same idea. Well, no, because that will make an overly broken rectangle. This, I think? Nope, this didn't reach. There we go. One, we have a rectangle here. The one, no, the one needs to look like that. So we also have this. Wait, does that mean... yeah, nice. So the arrow is there so that it avoids hitting the top square, so it is a rectangle in the remainder that it can see. Okay. More rectangles. No. So I know that this is actually correct because, like, when it hits this arrow, it can't go left and right. So at least that's a good idea there. It's just the other stuff isn't working. Like, we want to block off some of that part down there, but not like this, because, like, even though this 4 is correct, this will not be correct. How about here? Okay, very nice. I love it. Like, this sees that. The left square sees this square, and the 4 sees this combined area. Okay. Okay, well, that's great. Luckily, the 1s give us a very strong baseline. It's like that. Okay, there we go. 6s. And is one of the 6s fine with looking like this? They actually must combine, right? I wonder if we could get both 6s to hit the arrow. Does that even make sense? But it seems unlikely. Oh my gosh, that's so good. It's subjective because, like, the square is seeing this area, but the hexagon is seeing this area, which is not a rectangle. Very nice. 7, okay. What's the difference between them? The 6 is in a different spot, okay. Is this still a 3 size area? It'd be here. Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh, there's more, of course. Probably that? No. That arrow is not close enough to be part of the 4 or the 2. Is it this? Yes? Okay, and then squares here. It'd be funny if one of the squares counted for the whole grid. So do we choose to believe there's any squares at all, or are the squares avoiding the 4s? Clearly this 4 has to be part of a square. Oh. That just said, okay, whoa, okay, there we go. That's the whole section there. Okay, so I think that's a good place to end it. Like, we've completed an entire branch, which is insane considering how many branches are in this freaking game. We'll get to all those, hopefully. Like, I do want to finish this entire game, but we'll see if there's any other puzzle games to get to. Anyway, bye!